Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Want to welcome you once again to another Excellence in Travel webinar. And I've got some new guests today. I have my usual Pernell there, my ride and die Jamaican counterpart down in Jamaica. He's my sales rep down there and my business development manager. So he makes sure I do everything correctly. And today we have Nakisha Greenfield and Sharon Rushes on with us today, and they're going to be talking about something special today. Usually when I come on, I'm only talking about all the great things that Sandals and Beaches Resorts have for the adults to do down there. But today I'm going to be talking about something special, and that's about families with children that are on the spectrum, autism spectrum, to show you what Beaches has done to make sure families, the entire family, can come down, and as well as the children that are on the spectrum, that they can get to enjoy themselves as well. So let me see, okay. So we're going to be talking about that today. Beaches has done a tremendous job, absolutely tremendous job when it comes to having things for kids on the spectrum to be able to, giving them the ability to be able to participate in all the fun that's down there. And one of the things that I discovered during the course of my research on this particular disorder that the children have is that 1 in 54 kids in the United States are diagnosed with autism. So Beaches has been the first, and I'm not sure if any other resorts have done it since their time, but and you'll find out more as we talk. So they have been the first to really set up a program that's absolutely stellar. So we'll talk through the program and you'll find out more. So which one of you two ladies want to start? Sharon, I know it's your baby, or Nakisha, which one of you two want to start?
Well, I'm sure Sharon is going to chime in any minute now, but I just want to say hello to everybody listening in and welcome to Beaches Negril. We are happy to speak on our autism program here at the resort. We've been going at this for about 25 years now, and the resort is a certified autism center. So, families, not just children, but if there is an adult, we welcome them as well. And we pride ourselves in taking great care of children or adults living with autism. So it's a fantastic resort.
I didn't know that. So adults can also be part of the program.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because guess what? There are some persons who are teenagers, some persons who are adults as well, who operate on a 3-year-old level based on where they are on the spectrum. So we understand that very well. And we open ourselves and we give care to that aspect.
Okay, so let's step through what goes on. Okay, I'm getting ready to come down and I have my child or adult that's on the spectrum. What's the first thing I have to do, even before I get there, as the person who's going to be in charge of them? What's the first thing I have to do from home before I come down there to let you know that I'm bringing someone like that?
Well, to let us know, I think the very first thing we would recommend, the parent knows the child best. So coming through the airport, there are certain things that they have to consider. Will the child be okay? Because, certain things will trigger different behaviors with children living with or on the spectrum. So once they are clear with that portion of traveling, then they have different needs depending on where they are on the spectrum. So they would ask us through our special services department, respective questions to see if we are, ready to welcome them and if we're the ideal place for them to take the child. We have on our system a document that the parents can also fill out, and that document will share with us how we can best assist the parents in ensuring they have a great time here at the resort as well.
Good, good, good. And so they fill that form out and that lets you know what to expect when they're coming through there.
Mhm.
You can be ready for them. So when they, now here's a key question. And I know I'll be asked this, you know, either when or while I'm on or when I get off. Is there a charge for this service?
Certainly. So we have a charge of $20 for special needs kids. So when they get here, they'll just fill the form out and we will put a Beach's body to the child, depending upon the parent's request. Because we also have males that are autism trained also that can do the services.
Okay, and is that 20 per day or is that 20 for the whole vacation, whether they do 4 nights or 7 nights?
Yes, it's $20 per hour.
Oh, per hour, okay, so that's
Yeah.
what, now what about the camp?
Right. So Fred, I wanted to share that as well, that depending on where the child is on the spectrum, if they're highly functional and can be incorporated into the kids camp program, then there's no charge.
Okay.
So what we will do based on their age is to assign them to that particular camp. So our camps, we have 3 sections. So we have newborns to 4, 5 to 7s, 8 to 10. And then we go into the teens and tweens program as well, which is 11 to 17 years old. All of that is included. Now it's based on the comfort of the parent, but also dependent on where the child is on the spectrum.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the $20 is if you want the one-on-one money.
A one-on-one, correct.
And that's 20 per hour, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. I'm glad I asked that question so I could get the difference. And so what other than, excuse me, how can I differentiate this? In these, because I'm not sure all that's covered under the spectrum. Excuse me. My wife and I, we raised our nephew who was ADHD. Now, how far does the spectrum go?
Oh, it's very far and wide. Are you referring to those who we accept?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, how can I say it? People who are, we've taken care of kids who are mute, who are immobile. We have kids that all they want to do is to just be in the pool all day, every day. So it varies. We've taken care of a child who just loves to sing. And every opportunity that child gets, that's all the child wants to do. And we create those environments for them. We always, we are the audience and we have them perform for us. You know, we try to make them as happy and as comfortable as they are in their world.
Fred, just a follow-up question to Nikisha. In terms of activities at the resort, water sports, diving, are there any restrictions? Island routes, excursions, are there any restrictions for things that they can or cannot participate in?
Obviously, there are safety features for each excursion and activity. Again, it would be dependent on how functional the child is and how they can integrate into the activity. Even in our water sports department, there are persons that are trained to take care of persons with autism. We've had persons on the spectrum that have become certified divers, persons who have gone snuba diving, which is a little bit less than scuba diving. So there's not necessarily a restriction, but it's based on the person and their family's concern for their safety, who would allow them to do the activities.
You might have to give me a one-on-one self, because that's scuba diving. I saw videos of that. You might have to give me a one-on-one. Go down there with me. It looks extremely interesting, but it's still the matter that I have to remember to breathe while I'm under that water. So I will have to knock me on the shoulder.
Yeah, we have amazing instructors here on resort that will make sure that you do the right thing. So when
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd seen on one of the videos where there was the young lady was talking about one of the kids who had gotten their certification, who was in the program. So you know, it's great that you make a avenue for all. You guys, excuse me. Let me cut this sound down. That you make an avenue for everybody to be able to enjoy themselves while they're down there at beaches. So that's really great. You know, so. Tell me about the young lady, Julia, that I've heard so much about when it comes to this program.
yes, so I'm gonna have Sharon speak about the activities, but one of the main reasons that Julia is here on resort is to sensitize other people about people living with autism, children living with autism, because it's not just the kids that would participate in some of these activities, but you have adults as well who would come and bring the kids to participate in the activities. But it's helping to spread awareness, and it's what amazing art with Julia. So you take kids on an amazing adventure, just sharing with them how beautiful it is to see the differences in people. So Sharon will share about some of the activities that we do with Julia here on resort to spread the awareness.
And Sharon, before you start, let me explain to people the person the young lady you see in the background, with the big head and the big smile, that's Julia. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, so on resort, we have this activity called Amazing Art with Julia. So we do painting, and in that activity, the children get to use their imagination. It builds their fine motor skills, and they get to create their own masterpiece, having fun and relating to craft and ideas in a different fun-filled way. So what we do, we provide a variety of activities. We provide a variety of activities, instrumental things such as the paint, the brush, sponge. We have pom-poms, so they get to use up and go wild, having fun and expressing themselves, and they loves it so much. Yes.
Yeah, and through the activities as well, what we do is to spread the awareness, because Julia is very sensitive to sound.
Okay.
So when the kids, you know how kids do get excited, they do get excited about the activities when they're doing it, and they'll start screaming and, oh, it's this, it's that, da, 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 da. So Julia would, and then the nannies and the counselors will guide the children through the activities about why it's important to do this or not to do this, and how to treat, say, Julia, for example, because she is with autism.
Great, absolutely great. And there's some other items that in my research, I found that you guys have, and you might can talk a little about that. The sensory toys and the dream pad pillows. Talk to me about that.
Could you repeat that, Fred?
The sensory toys and the dream pad pillows. Can you talk a little about those? Because it seems like that's another aid that those are a couple of other aids that you use to let the kids enjoy themselves.
Yes, so we do have the dream pad pillows. So we have kids on the spectrum that they will like to sleep. So it has music in there. So they'll get to just cuddle up. We also do have our noise cancellation headphones. So in the event that a child wants to participate in an activity, and there might be entertainment going on the resort, we have the cancellation headphones for them that they can wear, and they enjoy the activity just as the normal kids without being disturbed and being annoyed, because noise is one of the factors that kids living on the spectrum does not like to hear so much loud noises.
I'm gonna have to get, that's another thing I'm gonna have to get from you guys, that dream pad pillow. That sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get one of those for home. So
Well, it seems as if you're on the spectrum, man.
I noticed, well, my wife has said that a lot about me at times. So yeah, I might have to get one of those. And now when it comes to what's been your experience when it comes to kids eating? You know, are there special things that you do to fit them into the restaurants, or just what are they just being normal kids being fidgety about their food? And again, having raised an ADHD child, food was always interesting. So how do you cover that?
Hey, we take great care of them. It is, as a resort, we generally take care of persons who have dietary needs, who have different food requirements. And, you know, it's no different except that we ensure that they are especially taken care of. So if there's a particular meal item that they want, for some persons that we've seen, they, you know, they have to eat through a tube. You know, the parents will provide those items. But if it is that there's a particular meal that they enjoy having, then we have no problems in recreating or creating it for that child. Our culinary team is on top of it. And so, yeah, they are welcome to eat at their heart's desire, no problem.
Wow. So I heard you say something just now, and that's something else that I'm experiencing now with another family member. You're set up for tube feedings down there to handle people on tube feedings?
Not particularly the team on resort, but they travel with family members who have to do that.
Okay. Yeah, because that's another thing I'm gaining experience in now, even as we speak. Now, the entertainment in the evening, like you said, some kids, you put the headphones on them because it does get loud. So headphones on them. But as a regular, do they participate, from your experience? Do they find a way to participate in the evening entertainment? Because you have some fantastic evening entertainment, and Nikisha, later on, we're going to talk about what Beaches has to offer as a whole for mom and dad, because they need to get out and have some fun too.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, we could pull on so many experiences that we've had on resort with kids on the spectrum that has been amazing. As it relates to entertainment, some of them they don't want to entertainment location. For others, it's sometimes a bit too loud for them. And when that happens, we can create their own type of entertainment.
Okay.
So if it's noisy, because you know everybody's going to gather in the amphitheater, that might be too much. So what we do is to ensure we learn what the triggers are for the child who's on the spectrum, and we try to avoid those triggers happening. Make sure that the spaces are conducive, the activities that we take them to are conducive to them being comfortable, and not have those triggers go off for them.
And this is all the information you find out as they fill out the form before they come down.
Certainly. Correct.
Okay. And I noticed also, or was I reading that correctly, that there's a phone system or something that they call ahead of time, or I might have to go back through while we're talking. But at any rate, are there any other things you want to enlighten folks about on the camp, whether it's the camp, one-on-one, just what?
Yeah, you know, for all age groups, 0 to 17 years old, we are here, we're ready, we are certified to take care of any child on the spectrum. The nannies in the kids camp alone here at Beaches Negril, we have over 20 years experience. So these are people who are very passionate. Sharon is here. She does not want to toot her own horn, but she's been here for that long, over 20 years. And
Okay.
as a result of that, you know, you find that persons are very passionate and understand exactly what to expect, what to do, what not to do. Additionally, we have children and families that have brought their kids here from as young as newborn, and now they are either teenagers, toddlers, and you know, they continue to grow with us. We've had kids on the spectrum doing the same thing, not just, you know, what people would say normal kids, but they are normal as well. So it's every family member who has a child we welcome them to come. So regardless of whether they're on the spectrum or not, you have a team of professionals, a resort that is ready to welcome them so that mommy and daddy, who, they can have a great time as well, being comforted knowing that the team here will take great care.
And you come highly recommended because in the reading that I've done, they said that you guys go above and beyond what's expected. So you come with great reputation with this program. And, so it's absolutely, that's why I say I want to get more of the information out there to people. And if anybody has any questions, they can type them in to me right now and I can pick them up. But and also we're over there on Facebook. So I haven't checked back over there yet, but at any rate, now, there's some more stuff to talk about on the spectrum and the camp. Now let's talk about adult mom and dad get to enjoy out of the fantastic beaches with all this restaurants. And again, remember everybody, this place is totally all-inclusive. Hold on, one of the people, Sharika, who I had her in mind when I set up this webinar. I'm sure it was, but what a kind of, okay, what is adult to child? Oh, good question. Oh, she's firing all questions all over the place now. Way to go, Sharika. First of all, can you go back over what kind of activities do you do with the kids? Let's start there. She lost her internet connection for a hot second, so if you can go back over that, then I'll get to her next question as well.
Okay, so it's called Amazing Art with Julia. And Sharon, you go.
Yes. So Amazing Art is done with Julia. Julia is living with autism. So this activity,
Julia? Is there
Julia is our Sesame Street character living with autism. So this activity helps the children to use their imagination to create fun memory on a piece of cartridge paper or on a mat that we have canvas. What they do, we give them a lot of different resources to use, or props, you may say, like a little cars, sponges. We give them paint brushes and a variety of paint, so they create their own imagination. Some of them, during their imagination, they create like an ocean, or you're driving and then they get to express themselves what they have created. And then they will in turn to Julia and show Julia their masterpiece, and Julia will get to communicate with them by nodding or flapping her fluster and all of those things, and the kids will really love that. It's just an amazing activity.
Yes, and we want to add that it's not just children on the spectrum that would be a part of the activity, but kids who are not on the spectrum. And this is how we help to spread awareness about autism through this activity, because, like we were saying earlier, some of the kids will get super excited, want to show off their masterpieces, and Julia is sensitive to noise, and so she would react based on the noise that the kids will make, and then we'll have to explain, or the counselors would explain, why Julia is this way, or why Julia is reacting the way she's reacting based on the fact that, she's sensitive to noise.
And that goes on at the camp, correct?
Absolutely.
Right.
Or at respective locations on resort, because we're not just cooped up in the camp doing activities, but the activities will take us outdoors in nature. It depends on the day, and sometimes based on the week, because the activities will change on a weekly basis. It's not just the same thing every day.
I'm glad you said that, because I didn't want anybody to get the vision that you herd all these kids into a room and they never get to see the beach or water.
Yes.
So you do get them out there and into let them see, they be around in the beach area and get to experience all that's there. What is the adult to child ratio?
Repeat that, please.
I'm sorry, what is the adult to child ratio in your program?
So for the different age group, for instance, the 5 to 7, 8 to 10, it's a 10 to 1. Camp
Okay.
Sesame, it's a 5 to 1.
Okay. And what kind of, when it comes to outdoor activities, what kind of outdoor activities do you get them involved in? If what's the lifeguard situation for kids who you mentioned earlier about being in the water, in the pool, some who just want to sit in the pool. So what's that lifeguard situation?
So the persons that would be accompanying the child, especially those on autism, on the spectrum going to the pool, are persons who are CPR trained, as well as they are good swimmers as well. So the parents can be comfortable knowing that fact. However, around our pool, we have multiple lifeguards around the pool and or water park or on the beach. So they can feel comfortable knowing that safety is a priority for us, and they can just come to have fun and not having to worry about safety necessarily.
And let me add this, and Nikisha will probably get more into this when we talk about beaches in general. And beaches and sandals both are there. I've been to several of them over the years, and they are top of the line for everything. It's all inclusive, and they are absolutely top of the line for everything. When you get there, sometimes you don't want to leave to come home. So if they have programs, if they have programs set up for your children, they do an absolutely fantastic job. In fact, the last time I was down there at Beaches, I was at Beaches Ocho Rios. The day that we came in, they were having a party for the kids. I don't know what they were celebrating or whatever, but it was all the way live. I started to go in and join them because they look like so,
that's what happens.
Yeah.
When you get to beaches, you're a big kid too.
exactly. So if they say they will take care of your kids, they do that. It's not some safety protocol wise. That's why I've since COVID, and when Beaches and Sandals opened back up because they shut down to make everything safe for the clients coming through, that's why I cut back all my destinations for a while to just doing the Caribbean under Beaches and Sandals, because their cleaning protocols, safety protocol when it comes to COVID is stellar. So, and I've had groups down there since the time that they've opened back up. Nobody came home sick. Everybody had a great time. And no, you don't have to wear your mask on the beach. So that doesn't have to be part of your clothing accessories. So if you've never been to Sandals or Beaches, take my word for it. They are the best as far as I'm concerned when it comes to the Caribbean.
Thank you so much for that, Fred. And Fred, I wanted to address a part of the question that I didn't answer before. It's about activities. So outside of Julia, we have several other amazing characters here on resort as part of our Sesame Street program. We're partners with Sesame Street. And so the kids get to watch a live show every evening, except on Thursdays. Thursdays, we have a grand carnival parade. So if you were here today, you'd be enjoying the marching band, the stilt walkers, all the amazing happenings that we'll be having today, along with our Sesame Street friends making appearances. Outside of that, as part of the kids program as well, they'll also make appearances for the respective activities that we offer, inclusive of the program. So it's baking with Cookie Monster, and yes, the kids dress up like actual chefs. So we provide them with the hats and the aprons and the rolling pins and all of the good stuff. And they get to bake with Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster make your appearance because you know Cookie Monster loves cookies, right? And so that's a great activity for them. Also, we have amazing science with Super Grover. Is that what it's called?
Everyday Hero.
Everyday Hero, I'm sorry. Everyday Hero with Super Grover. So they learn about science and great things.
So Everyday Hero with the Super Grover, it's all about kindness. So we teach the kids about kindness. So they differentiate who on resort that is being kind to them. So like the housekeeper, the water sports guy, the restaurant servers. So when they come on to do that activity, they will make a card and they will take it back to the housekeeper, the water sport personnel, or other person that they recognize that has been so kind to them here on resort.
And it could be a child in the kids camp
Yeah.
as well. It's not just limited to the staff. It could be their mommy and daddy. You know, so it's great fun. Also, we do Elmo size because we want to get health as a big part of the program as well. So, you know, in the mornings we will do Elmo size. So it's not exercise, but Elmo size. And, you know, some great fun activities that will take them around the resort. They'll do the little nature walk where they'll learn about plants and stuff aligning the resort. So it's about edutainment. They're being educated about what we have going on here on resort, and as part of the Jamaican culture, they even learn about that. But it's amazing fun. You spoke about persons not wanting to leave, and it's exactly what happens with our little ones as well, because they cry to leave breakfast to go to the kids camp, and then when it's time to go home, the nannies and counselors have to be there at the bus because they are holding on, don't want to leave. And you know, it warms our hearts when that happens, but it just goes to show the wonderful care and the passion and pride that we show in what we do.
Excellent, most excellent. Any other questions before I move on to the resort itself? Okay, Nikisha, why don't you tell everybody about beaches as a resort, period? And you know,
Fred.
Yay!
Yeah, Nikisha, sorry to disturb you. Fred, there's another question. Sharika, there's the last part of our question regarding lifeguard.
yeah, we talked about that. But go over it again. The question I asked about what is the lifeguard situation for kids doing outdoor activities. We can go over that again. Go ahead. You were telling everybody about the pool and the lifeguards that are there, the number of lifeguards that are there.
No problem. So I was saying, I think the person, Sharika, is that
Yeah.
her name? Yeah, I think Sharika was a bit concerned about the child going to the pool and so forth. But I was sharing that the person accompanying the child to the pool is also a great swimmer and is CPR certified as well. And so they don't have to be worried about whether the child, if fall into any difficulty, they'll be taken care of. In addition to that, we have multiple lifeguards around the pools and respective areas of the pools. So if you're so we have 3 pools here at the resort, and you could find anywhere from 4 to 7 people, lifeguards throughout the spaces, depending on the size of the pool that they're at, to enjoy. And so they don't have to worry. They can feel comfortable knowing that we pride ourselves in safety. Safety is a priority for us.
I see what Pernell was talking about. I hadn't moved my screen up. She's also asking about the ocean as well.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Aligning our beautiful gem, our little piece of the 7-mile stretch here on resort, we do have lifeguards throughout the spaces as well.
And I can answer this question for her. She said wants to know about playgrounds for kids to enjoy. Good Lord, yes. They have all kinds of things, from the water slides to all, you know, if I didn't feel like I could get stuck on one of them, I would have gotten on them. So no, playgrounds are the last thing you have to worry about. They have plenty of playground activities for the kids. She wants to, boy, Sharika's rolling. Do kids get taken to the playgrounds during the day programs with the staff?
Absolutely. It's not just about being in the kids camp, but it's being around the resort and enjoying every facet of it. And so, yes, the activities, although they change on a daily basis, it will take them outside of the kids camp. They're not just in the kids camp.
And she finally
ready to come.
And even the babies too, the smaller ones, we'll take them to the swings because you have the little bucket swing so that they can go in with the camp counselors.
Okay. And she finally says she needs a vacation. Sharika, you know where to find me. You know, that's not a problem. I'm always here for you. So we will get you and my favorite little buddy down there to enjoy what Beaches has to offer down there. Okay, so now you're up to talk about beaches that in general. So is Nikisha, are you covering that, or is Sharon going to talk about
I am. Yes, I am. All right. So, hello, Sharika. We're ready and waiting for you to come on down. Make sure at the end of this call you talk to Fred, and we're looking forward to welcoming you here at Beaches Negril. So, our resort consists of 185 rooms and suites. We're not a super massive resort, but just the right size for family and friends to enjoy. We are a resort for everyone. So singles, couples, families with children, you are welcome to be a part of this amazing experience here at the resort. As Fred had alluded to earlier, there are so many amazing things that are a part of the inclusions here at resort. So 9 dining options are available to your disposal. No limitations as to how many times you can enjoy these restaurants. And it's not just any restaurant. We aim to take you on a culinary journey. So your palates will be dancing throughout the days while you're here. So it's anywhere from Italian, it's anywhere to Japanese, it's Jamaican, it's all American. We'll change the cuisine. So if it's seafood that you love, we have that here for you as well. And if you have a sweet tooth, hey, we have you covered as well, because we have Cafe de Paris. It's open as early as 6:30 a.m. in the morning. But if you want to do some frozen yogurts and sorbets, we have that as early as 10 in the morning, and it goes up at 10 at night. So, hey, lots and lots and lots of things for you to enjoy. Meals are available as late as 3 a.m. So anywhere from 7 a.m. in the morning, well, 6:30 until 3 a.m. in the morning. You'll never go hungry here. And as it relates to water sports activities, so many are included. You have paddle boarding, knee boarding, aqua trikes, aqua cycles, the banana boat ride, snorkeling, scuba diving. Once you are a certified diver, then scuba diving is included for you as well. We're here talking about autism, but the amazing camp is available as well for those families with children and as early as newborns. So they do not have to be potty trained in order to be signed into our kids camp. They come as they are, and we will take amazing care of them. What else can I tell you? We have great accommodations here at resort, a total of 19 different styles that you can choose from. So if you like privacy, if you want to be with the family in the same space but still have your privacy, that's available to you as well. Lots and lots of options to choose from. I may be missing out something. Entertainment.
Yes.
Sure. Entertainment. Yes. So throughout the day, you have amazing. I love the word amazing, because that's what we are here on resort, because we understand that persons are here to unwind and have beautiful memories, and the team takes pride in ensuring that happens. And so the team at Entertainment actually entertains you. They entertain you throughout the day. As early as 6 in the morning, they're up and about doing their thing, but activities will start as early as 10 o'clock. So if you want to play some beach volleyball, beach soccer, if you want to learn how to move and groove like a Jamaican, you know, we have the reggae dance classes available for you. If you want to talk Jamaican, that's available to you as well. Pool volleyball, poolside fun. You know, it never stops here at the resort. And each night as well, there is a themed activity, not just in our amphitheater, but it will take you out and about around the resort for you to enjoy. We have 6 amazing bars as well. So if there are persons who like to drink, we have mocktails as well as we have cocktails. So yeah, we take care of everybody.
And
on and on.
let me add something to the entertainment in the evening at night. These singers that they have, they're Broadway ready.
Hey.
This is not bad karaoke type of stuff. They are Broadway ready, and I mean the talent they have is absolutely it's fantastic. So you get it from all sides.
Yes, indeed. You're hearing from the expert who has been there and done that
Yeah,
and will not mislead you. So, you're not just hearing it from us here on Resort. While we love what we do and, we're going to talk it up, it is a fact.
yeah.
Nikisha, I'm sorry, I cover water sports as well.
Oh, yes, I did. So water sports, yeah, we have certified scuba instructors for persons who may not be scuba certified yet and want to learn how to scuba dive. We can take you all the way up to, the master level for diving. Here in Negril as well, we have 21 dive sites. So if anybody who is out there hearing me who love to dive, then this is the place for you to be. Beaches Negril Resort and Spa, 21 different dive sites in Negril alone. So you will never get bored going diving. So it's that, plus you're able to go out on our glass bottom boat rides. You're able to go snorkeling with us. All of what I've shared so far are included, except if you're not yet certified. You have paddle boarding, water skiing, knee boarding, aqua cycles, hobbies, sail, I could go on and on. But yeah, and the pools are here. The water park is here. Our Pirates Island Water Park has 8 amazing slides pretty much for all age groups. It has a Mandarin lazy river. So Fred, you're scared of getting stuck in the slide. You don't have to worry. You can still enjoy the water park. You can just grab a float and sail around the water park in our Mandarin lazy river. So there is something for everybody to do.
I tell you what, and if you don't find it there, one of the things you have to do as an off-resort excursion is Dunn's Rivers Fall. That is a blast. First of all, it's a party going over. When you get to the falls, climbing the falls, and you're actually climbing the falls, and somebody's there, there's a guide to take you up. When I say climbing, you're not using hands. You're walking up the falls. The water is coming at you. Okay, and it's a blast. And when you finish with that and get back on the catamaran to come back, it's a party. It's a total party. The drinks get the flowing. They even have a smoke machine on there, so it's a blast. So if you want to get away, and you can bring mom and dad, because I know they like to be in, especially when they have their grandchildren there. So definitely bring mom and dad, because you can set up for the family there as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Indeed.
So is there anything else, Pernell or Nikisha or Sharon, that you want to add?
And no, listen, I'd sit here and listen to Nikisha all day, and she knows that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nikisha. I really, really appreciate it. And I mean, whenever I get a chance to sit and to listening to these webinars, it's like, even though I've worked with the company for so long, it's like, it's so fresh. So I appreciate the autism information. I appreciate the overview of the resort. So, the only one thing I'd ask you is to give Fred a booking goal, for Beaches Negril, and put him to the task. And that's what I would suggest that you do. The last time, I think, when I wanted to take Fred down in 2021, but he wasn't available. So we can give him the challenge. I think he'll be up to it.
Well, Fred, you heard it.
Don't worry, don't worry. And for those who don't know out there, if you want to get in touch with me at Excellence in Travel, the phone number is 916-594-9933. Again, that's 916-594-9933, Excellence in Travel, if you want to get in touch with me about it. Because I'm not sure who's over on the Facebook side. I've been focusing all my attention on you, Sharika, so that's the way you can get in touch with me and start it. But you have to go and check out Beaches, Sandals. There are 3 beaches, all have the same program: Beaches Ocho Rios, Beaches Negril, Turks and Caicos, right? And what is it that they're talking about? St. Bart's?
St. Vincent and the Grenadine is coming. We haven't gotten any word as yet in terms of date for that location.
Okay.
And also beaches runaway pay. So those are things to come. But right now we're concentrating on beaches Negril,
Absolutely.
Ocherias, and Turks. But there's no other beaches and beaches Negril right now. Okay.
So you'll get the same stellar treatment no matter which one it is. So thank everybody, whether it's on Facebook or whether it's live here during this presentation. I want to thank everybody for coming. I look forward to you calling and getting you set up so you can have the vacation of your lifetime. And like I said, between Jamaica itself and Beaches and Sandals, they follow the safety protocol to keep you, so you won't have to worry about whether you're down there in the middle of a germ nation. They follow protocol to the T. So they do an excellent job at it. And you will get sanitized liquid all over the place. You literally can take a bath in it if you want to. So they do look out for you. So once again, I want to thank everybody. And again, give me a call at 916-594-993. 596. 594-9933.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like I told you, I might have to sign up for your program as well. So, I look forward to having you.
Thank you so much, Nikisha. Sharon, thank you. I really, really appreciate both of you. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. From all of us here at Beaches and Grill, we look forward to receiving you and to show you an amazing time. Fred, thank you for having us on, and Pernell, always great seeing you. Fred, your target is 5.
Okay.
5.
Thank you. Thank you.
5 families.
Thank you very, very much.
And I want to thank you two young ladies for coming on. And now I've got 2 more people I've met and become friends with down in the Caribbean. So I want to thank you two young ladies for coming on as well. So this is it, people. And again, if you need to get in touch with me, just give me a call. So bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.